on 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Yo, that just made me think of Bring It On. What was I said, bird. It's cold in here.
What was the name of the black girls?
It must be some Toros in this hat. That's it. Oh yeah, the white girls was the Toros.
And the black girls was the Clovers.
Yeah.
Remember they stole their chair?
Mm-hmm. The one who didn't get stolen was Loving Basketball, remember? She did something, your mama, what, your mama.
Oh yeah, U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Yeah, you ugly. And the other side was like, M-A-M-A, how you your mama, what, your mama. I remember that whole step.
What, your mama. It was always the talk to the head.
Yes. It was the swing of the skirt when it was the
girl. First of all, the pleated skirts was fucking it. That was the only reason why I wanted to be a cheerleader in high school because of the outfits. I was a cheerleader for 1 year in high school.
I seen them try and bring it back. I was a cheerleader for a hot second.
Yep, I did 1 year in high school, and then my librarian, who was actually cool, she got on my nerves, and then she ended up not even coaching the next year.
Oh damn.
But it was fun the year I did it though.
Yeah. We
went to all of the games and shit. I got that class for really.
I'm telling you.
You know, everybody had a little basketball though. It was giving Bow Wow.
I can't.
It was giving like Mike.
Oh, dang.
Oh, cheers, bitch.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
I'm sorry. If y'all have made it this far,
yes.
Hello. Oh, if it's good. If y'all did, what's up? I'm one of your lovely hosts. Welcome back to another week. I'm Chrissie, bitch.
And I am Ana.
Really?
Yes.
And together we are.
To each his own.
Cheers, bitch.
Don't want to delete my note by accident.
Please don't. But then you might delete it on my end too.
No, I was something going on. Terrible.
Please don't. Please don't.
Unhighlight. Yikes.
Speaking of highlight, bitch, let's highlight. It's given, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, the festivities, you know, coming off of that.
Yes.
But I'm excited.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You said the fruit was rock.
You feel me?
Or somebody recording next door.
I'm sorry, it caught my attention. I didn't feel that before. I'm sorry, I don't know.
You felt it in your core.
I felt it in my
core. You felt it in your core.
And I never felt it before. Like my name, Tupac Shakur.
You better get it. Okay?
I can't with you.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say what I say. It's given to you in Samira. Stop. Anyway, we got to talk about the last event that we went to.
Yes.
That we jumping into it.
Yes.
That was the last time I had me a good drink too, by the way.
Yes.
It was a couple days ago, but we coming fresh off the Ler Lionel live show in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
The guys did a great job. Shout out to Late Night with Ler Lionel. We definitely got to get the guys on soon. The motherfuckers is busy, okay? But we got to catch them in traffic.
Yes.
Snatch their asses and bring them on to record with us.
Hong Kong security! Cover their mouth and put them in the trunk. Let's go.
Not trunker.
Oh, we don't do kidnappings. We do rundowns in the friendly way. Get your ass in the car. Bitch, get in my car. Yes.
You are fucking ghetto. How was your day? Because I don't know what the fuck is going on with you right now.
Nothing. I'm just saying. I mean, we just gonna get them.
You trunking and not kidnapping niggas at the same time?
Yep, it's official.
What were your thoughts on this show?
I liked the show. I thought it was very interactive. It had a lot of funny shit going on, a lot of real shit, a lot of audience participation. Like it was a lot of reciprocity there. All his guests was turned up and lit. No, I didn't feel like they was boring or anything like that. I liked the whole trivia thing. I thought that was decent. What else? I fucked them wings up.
I did.
And what else?
They fucked me up the next day, but I fucked the wings up.
There was one more thing. I can't remember. Oh, the DJ was starting his shit. That was funny too.
He was starting his shit. Shout out to the DJ.
He was cueing the music a little bit.
I think we follow each other on Instagram now. So shout out to the DJ from the Ler Lionel
Girl.
DJ was definitely starting his shit. Like you said, the audience was lit. The audience was definitely audiencing. I did not expect to see, even though there were probably a handful, I did not expect to see couples. I did not expect it to be a date night.
But they was promoting it like that though too. They was saying bring bae and stuff like that. Bring your friend, bring bae.
They were, but I thought it was like a little. I thought it was supposed to be like funny. You kind of said it. I didn't know like niggas was going to do it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't supposed to be funny. It'd be dead serious. Cause think about it. Couples do listen and watch and listen to and watch shit that's humorous.
Yeah, but
because at one point in time,
what kind of couple they are. Too,
yeah, and at one point in time, they weren't. What's the call? It wasn't single. At least I know he wasn't. He talked about that. You know. Yeah. So I mean, probably.
He said so. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Period. Well, we're good. But
so are you saying because so you saying if you're not single, you can't have as much fun at a live show?
No, I'm not saying it at all.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No, I'm just saying that I felt like they just wanted everybody, to be comfortable with coming. Like they didn't want people to feel like, oh, if you
left out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
Letting the audience know, come through with whoever.
Like, you want to come with your girls or come with your nigga, or you can come with your girl. Yeah, okay.
Well, it definitely wasn't no kid event. I say that much, but wasn't fit, but the family.
Okay, because when I walked this,
it was a lot of cheeks flapping up in the end.
I'm about to say, because when I walked in, that shit was already turned. We was the first of all. Spotlight was definitely on us. Sorry, because we was the late niggas in the crowd.
Oh yeah,
they like niggas is still coming and look at you, leave the fucking black people. But you look good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Okay, God bless you. We was late, but we look good. It's called fashionably late.
There you go. We wasn't excited. There was people that got there later than us.
Yeah, we weren't excited.
It was somebody at our table that came an hour after we arrived there. Literally.
Yeah, we was only like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like literally.
And we was already there. I had to walk in the parking lot.
Yeah. Like all that.
So, but overall, I think it was a good show. I agree with you. I think it was interactive. I think they should see more movement. Probably
in the crowd.
Yeah, maybe. I do think the venue was a slight hindrance. Maybe I do think it probably could have been a little bit more. And it gave. Don't get me wrong, it gave. But I think they probably would have been a little more interactive, like crowd wise, if the venue was set up a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, maybe less tables next time. Not saying, figure it out that way. Because it definitely, all the tables weren't filled up because it was tables behind us that were still empty. But even though you couldn't see necessarily from that one
Hell yeah, because I could.
But otherwise, I'm just like, imagine if it, oh Lord, and it was, I think it looked sold out to me.
They said it was sold out.
So yeah, right. So
when I saw the different videos and stuff like the next day from people that were sitting in the back, I'm like, oh yeah, it was sold out. I'm like, I wouldn't even want to consent on at this point. We was at the stage.
Yeah, we was. We was about to stage.
Stage.
We was gonna be there for a while.
We was at the stage, bitch.
We sure was.
And shout out to Ler, because we was on the Ler side of the show. So we sat on the
Pull
side.
up on ya, Team Ler, okay? Pull up on ya. And they was busting their ass in that trivia too on our side. They was busting ass in that trivia, yo.
Listen, they won that shit by a long shot.
But listen.
But Shorty on the stage was depending on Shorty that was sitting on the table behind.
Yeah, I'm like
crowd.
And she kept saying, why don't you come up here?
She every trivia section that she chose, she got from Shorty that was in the crowd, and she turned right to her like, well, bitch, what's the answer?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you got to tell me because I got to say it out loud.
Yeah, you the one choosing the daggone topics.
Mm-hmm.
Run that.
I saw one though.
Girl.
Like you said.
Girl.
It was good though.
It was good.
Yeah, I can't wait to do our first live show. Like I said, we definitely want to bring the guys on. It was a vibe. I would definitely, encourage any of our audience, to go to their show. Hell, shit, you might see us there. And there might be another even after that. You never know.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
So it was a vibe. Again, congratulations to you guys, because I know that was the last show in Philly. I think you said for
a little bit,
a little bit. So
the nurse couple children are going to be out of town.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all. The city really held it down for y'all. So much success.
Show did.
And God bless on your tour, guys.
Yes. Much success to y'all, brothers. Bring your ass here, boys.
Ghetto today. And I'm not. Now, see, when I'm here to be ghetto, she don't be here for me to start my shit. Because I started my shit over the last couple of weeks, and she was not here for it. Okay, she said right here, look you dead in the face, she said, bitch, you up on. Okay. There she start. Don't look at me like that. Anyway. So we just gonna slide, bitch. Hold on.
My soul.
Your soul. Let's snatch it. So, this weekend we just talked about being around the vibes. It was lit. It was a good time. But who you around is not always so complimenting. Who you're around can put you in dangerous situations.
Yup.
So you have to be mindful of the activity that not only you're doing, but the individuals that you involve yourself with, that you consider that are in your close circle, your inner circle, whatever you want to call it. Even some of your associates, realistically, because you can be what we call guilty by association.
Yeah. Them wings, they flock together. That's what they said. It's not always the truth.
That's what they said.
Sometimes they do.
So, with that being said, we just gonna go ahead and spark it off. Raising Kanan.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. The beat just hit me. Like, it hit me. The dude. I'm sorry.
No, the fuck you not sorry. No, you not. It's sorry, not sorry. Complete the fucking statement. Because you're not sorry.
I've been playing too much Street Fighter these days. I have to relax on that shit because, man, I'm trying to.
That's your fucking problem.
I really be thinking I'm Kung Lao. Like, I really do, but I gotta stop. Okay.
Are you finished? Or
yes, because I'm actually excited about this topic, so I'm really gonna shut the fuck up now. Go ahead.
You started off, so thank you.
All right, y'all. Let me just start by saying my heart.
You're my fucking nerves.
My heart. Let me take a sip.
Sip.
All right.
Raquel was a fuck of a mother.
Oh shit. Now let me tell you something about her. Let me tell you something about that one. All right. When she looked that man in his eyes and said,
"You like Raising Kanan?"
I don't.
It was.
You're not as ghetto as us.
Should I?
Please get more ghetto and watch it, please. Thank you. Just do it for us.
What is it on?
Stars.
You don't watch Power at all? Like you never watched any?
I've seen some Power.
Okay.
I like it.
Raising Kanan. So you get to know
was seven.
how Kanan became born.
Hold the hell on. Ghost died. And my feelings is still weird about this shit.
I'm done with her.
And he said he's seen some of it. He said it's so ever so calmly. Oh, I seen some of it, and I like to hold on. It was 7 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And Ghost died.
I just.
Do you
watched
know how
What's the
long
name
I
ago?
what?
Snowfall. I'm late. I'm super late.
Yeah, I've never seen
Not
it.
as good as
And I
never
probably
seen it
won't
before?
watch it. Yeah, no. I started watching the Dragon
Joint,
Joint, and I stopped. I probably should go back and watch
First
that
of all,
again.
time out, flag on the play. Ghost died, and he only seen a couple of episodes.
Well, I mean, he knows that. Don't you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Ghost
that's
died.
it.
You know how long I mourned over that?
Well, bitch, I'm still in the morning. I don't know about everybody. I be clutching my pearls.
That's
all the
what I'm
time.
saying. Like, do y'all know how my fucking, care what I say. Y'all know how my heart felt
I'm done.
when that shit, I called my mama.
Call your mama.
The fuck? Ghost
I know that's
died.
right. Go for your mom.
My mom had a fucking, I said, Mom, I got to get myself together for the funeral.
That just really.
I said, they're not going to let me go. They're not going to do it. I got to get myself together. Should I wait from the bitch Ghost?
And it's like I don't know what it's going to kill me because Raquel.
This entire series from Power
Yes.
1 to Power 2, all this shit, it got me wrapped up. In
It's making sense now because, like, Lord, she is so intense. Like,
I so understand Kanan now so much better.
he like, man, that shit is mine, bro. Pass me that work, and I'm gonna hit the door. Like, what you mean? Like, he said, man, nigga, I'm gonna fuck what my mom know. He was like,
the nigga said, just let him go.
Marvin was just like
Just let him go.
stupefied.
And
He's
you
like,
know,
well,
Marvin be on some shit. You know,
Marvin, like, at the end of the day, I'm not
getting
getting rowdy with you. I'm working on my anger. Your mom gonna handle you, and I ain't got shit to do with
on
it.
his anger. Marvin, one of my favorite characters.
There it is. He's really, honestly,
He might be my favorite
give
character.
Marvin his. It's so funny because somebody else literally just said that to me yesterday. It's so funny because I feel like he should definitely be awarded for, like, you know, as far as like a lot of character development, like especially him taking them steps. Like you can start to see in his character. Like I feel like a lot of shit would have just, even him letting Sam get on the bus when he knew he was supposed to blow
Sam is my second
smithereens. Sam
That
is
nigga
funny.
Sam, he played the shit out of that role.
He did.
He said, "Me, you're invading my privacy." He said, "It's my personal space. I'm not gonna let Jack Wade take a kick." But I know you.
It's the shoulder rock for me.
He said, I pay you for that. He said, I pay for it. He said, all right, just let me get the bum. He said, I'm gonna lose my friend if I get you take that. I'm gonna lose my friend. Bitch, when I tell you I fucking scream every time Sam is on the screen, I fucking scream. Okay?
Listen, when
That
they
nigga
played this,
embodies
first of all,
that
you know,
role.
Burks burns me up.
She's another Angela. She's worse.
And honestly, she's a danger. Speaking of
She
people that
gonna
you
go
around,
too.
she's a danger to Howard, and she don't even like. Why are you so pressed? Somebody that's around you that's pressed like that really can listen.
I don't trust them.
At this point, everybody's hiding or knows something. Like, what are you so pressed to know?
And that's why
that
you told her,
situation
like,
for?
you know what? All right, I'm gonna just give you a little leeway. I'm gonna give you a little something.
Right.
Like, since you helped me out, I'm gonna let you know this. The motherfuckers that you rocking with, they ain't rocking with
They ain't
you how
rocking
you
with
think
you.
They are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So she's like, and that's all I can say.
Mm-hmm. Juke a real nigga. First of all, let's talk about the way
beat
she.
that nigga
Yo,
ass.
I was about to get to that. Yo, she Molly Wop. She gave this nigga a cherry water ice. So bad. Like, oh.
He said,
He was-
first of all, it kills me how somebody say,
Hey,
somebody jumped me and it's only one person. He said, that bitch, he said, get that bitch, she rolled up on me and she jumped me. It kills me when somebody say,
How did I?
she jumped me. It was one person.
So me and all the people inside of me and my mental jumped you
She
in
whooped
physical
his ass.
form.
He said, you dyke ass bitch. She said, I got your dyke bitch right here. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, nigga, rumble me then.
I said, come on,
crying.
Juke.
I knew she was going to spill off on her. No, I knew
And
it.
that's
I was
on
like, oh,
the
she
game.
went.
She
You
said,
came in the
y'all
rumble.
said, y'all set me up. And
Yep.
it's crazy because I remember the narration in the scene where the mom in the church was trying to perform the exorcist pretty much on her. And I remember the narration, 50 Cent said something like, people never realize, or people always wonder about how you got these codes.
Yeah.
He said this might have not been the first situation, but it definitely contributed to it.
To it, yeah.
He's like, you never know how a motherfucker going to turn out and going to respond to something. I'm like, that shit definitely changed her.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm interested to see, again, I think we talked about this off air, I think during season 1. I'm interested to see where's the transition that caused her to turn into be a cop. I'm interested to see how she transitioned back to Baltimore.
Right.
And how she ended up going down the road of being a cop. Because it's given that she went into being a cop just to be a dirty cop.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that definitely being part of the
It's
narrative.
given she only gave it to it, she only did it to play her hand.
And to be honest, and at this point, she probably feel like she ain't got shit to lose. Like, she lost her best friend and her first girlfriend. She feels quite guilty for that. Even just admitting to that to the dad, and just like basically pretty much,
Right,
and she still even had a piece of because she just like, I can't let that cop go down for some shit that I know that's not true. Like, I'm about to just tell you the truth, and if you accept it, you accept it. If you don't, you don't. Boom, that's what it is. And to have someone in close proximity like that kind of association, bringing it back to the topic, is definitely something that, people shouldn't take for granted, because it's like, you might not want to hear this, but this is what the truth is. Right. So I'm just trying to let you know, like, just think about it if it was you from another, perspective. You wouldn't want somebody blaming you for something you did. So shout out to you for that, her character for that. That was some real nigga shit. And let's get back to this operation and how they just like, oh my goodness, whoa, wait a minute. And Unique, Southside, nigga. Yo, when he pulled her up off the floor after she got hit.
A round of fucking applause when that shit connected.
Me too. Cause that's a real nigga.
I gave that fucking shit a round of
fuck
literally.
Cause they gotta come together. Cause they came after him too. They gotta come together at the end of the day. They from the same
He's like, I ain't got no
blocks.
choice. Like, and he didn't think they was gonna come after him for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was moving smoothly. He didn't think they was gonna do that shit.
He knew it was going. He knew it was raining
Some shit
hell.
was gonna rain.
But he didn't think it was gonna come his way.
Come like that.
And maybe in the back of his mind, he probably figured that only because
but he didn't show it out.
He was kind of ill to him when he basically said, he was like, you can show yourself out. You can show yourself out. He probably was like, mad because
like, damn, so our relationship was kind of squashed.
Absolutely.
The respect you had for me is going because of this whole situation. And it's just like you said, they moved from the South Side. They just had to come together on that shit. Girl, I told you, from season 1, my respect just gradually grew for Unique. Between season 1 and season 2. Now we at the end of season 2. I fell in love with the nigga.
Well, honestly, for
bottom
me
line, Joey badass, wherever the fuck you at.
I've liked him as an actor, but as far as his character being meaningful and looking like he a real nigga at heart, that didn't start to happen to me until they dug more deep into his relationship with the Italians and how he built that friendship. Because prior to that nigga was like on some shit like really like riding for himself and didn't give a fuck.
He was riding for himself, but he was never a fake. He was always a real nigga about like, okay, I said it, I'm a fucking, and that's that. Like this is what it is. This straight street shit.
True.
Like he always played by the rules as far as the game in the streets. I can't say that. And we already know that one of the rules is every man for him fucking
True,
self.
but he had Raquel fucked up in that one report where he thought he was going to keep the, what's it called? He had her fucked up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and give me my fucking money.
Yeah,
like she said, and give me my fucking. But he gave it back to her because it was. He set the situation up to be exactly what it was. He was trying to get her attention.
Absolutely, positively, but
he wasn't really trying to rob her. He wanted to get her attention.
He did,
and that's why I said even when it came down to shit like that, he still followed the rules of game. Like it was on some street shit, and again, as we can now see, now that we're at the end of season 2, he had a little thing for her.
Oh, it makes sense.
So that was the other reason.
It makes sense. Listen. It was that one line for me, baby. It was the one line for me. Woo, woo, woo. Child.
Bitch. Joey,
Joey, that's a badass boy.
Period.
Okay? So, yeah.
I like
so
that.
as far as that, I mean, and I feel bad that his homie got killed in the mix of it. What's his name? The bull that was he got fucked over. Marv got touched. Like that shit was crazy. Kanan came home like, what the entire fuck happened?
After him and his
and you said all this shit is yours. This is the shit you wanted to inherit though. This is the shit that you just was so rowdy about claiming.
I think Lou gonna fucking kill Raquel.
He might be the one. Cause I'm gonna get to that. No, she broke his spirit. Let's go even deeper because that man had tears in his eyes.
Yes, he did.
She broke his spirit
twice.
Yeah, and then but in that one conversation she did, because when she said, "I'm gonna put it plain and simple for you, nigga, I own you. Yeah, I own you, nigga."
She's like a fucking slave master talking to
She
a fucking
sounded
slave.
like a nigga talking to another nigga. That's what I got from her.
Damn.
She sounded that was some like New Jack City shit. Like, I own you, nigga. Like, what the fuck you think this is?
She said your piece was always my piece.
Yeah.
And now his piece is mine too.
She was being greedy though. Like a person like yeah, and she's also very fearful. A person who has fear, you constantly looking over your shoulder. You want this lifestyle so bad because it's the only thing you know, and it's not to say that you're not good at it. You got balls. But the way you going about it is jeopardizing certain shit, because it's like, yo, you really tearing down your family. Like, if anything, you're supposed to be building your family unit up so that it stays tighter, so nobody can infiltrate that shit. Because listen, at the end of the day, like we all know, the streets be getting crazy. Like brats and snitches and people who flim flam ain't just coming to play. You talk to a nigga like that make them want to kill you just because, blood or no blood. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the Italian said to her what the fuck he said. He like, yo, he's like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
He like, why the fuck you always gotta feel like you want to compare yourself just because you a woman and you playing a fucking man's game that you gotta go toe for fuck? Like, why you gotta be so fucking tough? She's like, I don't feel like I gotta be tough. It's just me, nigga. And I'm just like, yo, at that moment, I'm just like, yo, you are fucking burning bridges like hell.
She really was. Like, she really doesn't care when it comes to that. But when it comes to her perception, yes. But as far as her net, the things that she puts into underneath that umbrella and how she reacts to certain things, a certain level of what can I say? Disrespect. To put it plain and simple, that she exhibits to other people was just like baffling to me, because it's just like, bro, like certain motherfuckers, I just feel like if it comes to the streets, I can understand. But when it comes to your family, she be like, she's ruthless out this much.
It's like
anytime.
She's the human definition of have no pigs.
Yeah, she don't. She really don't. And a person who's scared and fearful and constantly looking over their shoulder like that, they want to feel like they in control of everything. That's why she moves the way she does, because it gives her a sense of power. Like, and that's what the show was all about. And that's why she's one of the key characters. It brings you back to the name of the show. Absolutely. Like, I mean, listen, if we gonna talk about it. Y'all listening, let me come in. You heard me? So, yep. I'm not trying to get ghetto. But that whole situation is crazy. Zisa killed by association. Her ass. I didn't like her anyway. For some reason, I just didn't like her. Like, Zisa
I didn't even. I knew she was
whatever. Yeah, me too. You was just too hype. I'm glad
When
Lou
I
got
say-
up out of there. That's a smart nigga. Like, he's very smart. Like,
He did, but he was always like she said.
He knew
was
he
always
already-
the shooter out of them three.
yeah,
He was the
yes.
one.
He was
He
the
was the one.
strategic one.
Yeah, he's the one.
Mm-hmm.
I love music.
Yes, come on, Michael Mays. Anyway, but yes, my heart is really near and dear to Raising Kanan. Gosh, I just got done listening to the Babyface episode with Tank and Jay Prince on R&B Money, and it was so good. I liked it. I love me some Face. But anyway, because when you sang that song, he was talking about like, just like that, stuff like that. So that shit was making me laugh a little bit because I'm like, yo, the way I can see Bobby now. He's so calm, but Bobby is just like
Yeah, Bobby be everywhere.
that studio experience is probably like none other. Again,
Bobby, I
association.
love you.
Again, association.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Kanan goes, we wishing you the best, nigga. You came home to your house looking like a piece of Swiss cheese. Your mom walking out with the quote unquote former ops. And you walking up with your newly found estranged father.
Estranged father.
Shit gets real and more real.
Do you feel like it was ever anybody in your life that you felt like that you're guilty by association that's kind of like really kicked in? That you were guilty by association compared to them? Like we're being in the vicinity?
Honestly, and for me, okay. For me personally, I never would take on that guilt, take on any guilt, because if I know I didn't do anything, I didn't do anything. But
you can know you didn't do anything,
but I'm getting to the point.
Know you guilty by association.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I know that's what I'm about to say.
Okay,
but
I'm
in my
sorry,
mind, oh no, it's okay. In my mind, I just always knew to myself, thinking about it, like, because some people, will say like, oh, you should be ashamed of it because you roll with these people. You know what this looks like, da 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 da. Because people give a fuck about their,
you probably got this. You probably got told that about me. I know.
No, not even just you. A lot of people.
I knew it was me. I know it's not just me, but I knew I came up.
Somebody probably think that about me too.
Nobody's ever said to me about you.
Yeah, it might not have been you, but it could have been somebody else. Who knows?
But I don't need to speak to me. I'm just talking about
well, true, yeah. But I'm just saying, in general, I'm just like, well.
I'm just saying, I know motherfuckers have said that shit to you about me specifically.
But I'm just thinking in general, but it's just like if I knew that I didn't have anything to do with anything. Oh, bitch, bye. But anyway, if I have nothing to do with nothing, but I also am a realist, and so I, would say to myself, well, you know what? From the outside looking in, it probably does look this way. Who gives a fuck? Because one of us is lying. That's one of my favorite shows right now. Y'all watch that right now. Go on Peacock, watch that. Sorry.
I mean, like I said, I can see how some people might associate a guilt trip.
Yeah.
With it. I definitely feel like I've been in a situation where I'm guilty by association. But maybe
it's just
one out of 10 times, because I think 9 times out of 10 is normally somebody around me saying, and there's somebody telling them, why the fuck you wearing that bitch?
Because think, for instance, it could be something it could be something very bad, or something that's just like, it's like, okay, it may be very bad to somebody else, but it's just like, okay, and like everybody does that. Not me, that I know personally, so that's why I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the consensus is like, who don't do that? I can see why they would think that and think about like, because I'm, it's close to that person that may be the purpose, but it's just like, what?
Right.
Like, for instance,
I'm
like,
just thinking about the birds of the feather flock together.
she be,
I mean, because you just mentioned it earlier. And like, most people probably would think like, okay, well, if they're friends or if they're close, then this person is parallel to that thinking or that characteristic or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And it's just like, I feel like that whole birds of the feather flock together thing is true to a degree.
To a degree, yeah. To a degree.
But I think it's definitely a spectrum on it. I mean,
it is.
It's true to a degree.
Yeah.
Because it's things that I would do that you wouldn't do, and vice versa.
There you go.
It's things that I would say that you would say, and vice versa.
Yep.
So again, I feel like
just like, say for instance,
at a surface level, you kind of, if you know somebody on the surface level, you can maybe see that, but unless you know those people,
Say for instance, in our young boy days, how everybody talks about how females love, oh gosh, they love to, waste guys' time and go out to eat and just get a free meal, whatever like that.
I did it a couple times.
I know, yeah, but if you were a person that did that literally, like, you was known, like you were seen out all the time, doing that all the time, like constantly, like it was like any given day somebody could see you at this place, or a couple times a week you'll be out with different guys, at different places.
Mm-hmm.
They might think that because you're like that, if one of his friends try to get put on her, well, beware because she be out with her friend be out with a lot of guys. Like,
right.
They might be on that type of time, but not so. That's how shit gets started. You see what I'm saying? And just because she's like that doesn't mean the next one she hangs with is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She probably rarely get asked on dates. How you know?
Right. I just wanted to ask that.
Oh no, yeah.
On the topic, so I guess, do you want to wrap that there or just kind of slide? So, because I guess we can go to associating with intention. There.
And the sense of stuff that's been going on too, like census, things like that, and intentions and things like that. Yeah, that all can be wrapped into one too. So we have that on the list also.
I mean, we do. Right now, I just can't figure out how to loop that in. Maybe you do a better job at it than I can.
What you mean?
I'm just saying, based on where we just left off, I figured out I couldn't loop that in. That's why I did. I mean, maybe you can do a better job of that than I can. You are better at a whole lot of other shit than I am.
But I'm trying to think. So
and you be trying to act like you're not.
Who you like? Cause all right, I'm gonna say this. So we based out of Philly. We a podcast based out of Philly. It's been a lot of things going on in our city, and I've been seeing a lot of posts, and a post stuck out to me this morning. Whereas the person was saying it was a popular page that posts about a lot of things that go on and aren't necessarily positive in our city. And while I don't want to harp on that, I do want to say, I just do want to take a short time out. Although our audience are people who are typically within our age range to a certain degree, they have children who are of age where they are very influenced.
Right.
It's been a lot of things going on. So like the senseless thing. So being associated with certain people, and they're doing certain things, that when you're this young, you don't want to make a mistake that basically maps out your life for the rest of your life. I just want to put that out there. I don't know you may be young, you may be watching this. I don't know, you may be old and with a young mindset. And some people that's my age who do dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'm just saying we've all been there before. We've done something dumb to a degree. So the senseless shit has to stop. Like as far as people's because there's a lot of this shit that's going on is based on emotion. And everybody's moving off of emotion. Everyone's in a sense of survival. And I won't say that things that have been happening in society don't contribute to that. We know that. We know what goes on. Me and you are in these streets every day working with clients and stuff like that. We know the culture, all that. We know the people we talk to who are immersed in it, feet, and they not just with their feet wet, they knee deep in it. So we just want to take this time out to say being intentional about who you are associated with at this age is very important, because at this age you start to meet the people that you will know for the rest of your life. So because I'm said that to say because I have friends from middle school, I have friends from people that I've known since elementary school, even. So, when you're making...
Not to control, but I don't feel like that happens as much now. I don't feel like this generation has as much of that. I could be wrong. Like, I won't say that friends from middle school and high school?
Very few.
That may be true, but the other side of that is they may be in your age group. They live on your block though. Y'all might not go to the same school. So that's where that comes in at, because I realize a lot of things that happen is because people are around people who are similar or in the same circles, or people who oppose the other side. And they're just guilty by association because they just know the person. Because honestly, let's not sit here and say, these children are all bad people, because they're not. Some of them just don't have no guidance. And and we not trying to nail no familiar nail in the head, but maybe y'all do need to hear it again. Get your kids. Talk to them. Yeah. Spend time with them. Be one-on-one. Figure out what's going on. Talk to their friends. Figure out what's going on. Talk to their parents. Be more involved in what's going on, because these kids are not just walking the streets just because. Some of them may be, because don't get me wrong, I grew up with a few that was doing weird shit for no reason, and their parents had a great life for them. But a lot of kids don't have guidance for whatever reason is going on. We know I don't want to just name one. There could be so many different reasons.
I mean, I can name one reason that contributes to it. Just one. Like you mentioned a few moments ago, we're in our early to mid 30s, I guess you would consider. There's a a lot of people in our generation who, like you said, who have children of age, whether they're in middle school
or high school or graduating. Shoot,
exactly.
Even.
So with that being said, think about where we are right now mentally. You know, we don't have children, but everything outside of that is we going. So they're probably in the same mindset, just like, all right, this motherfucker almost at the end, he old enough to do certain shit, not really giving them the attention and the nurturing that they should have, specifically at those ages, because the nurturing at 8 years old was very different than it does at 16.
And individual to individual also. Right.
So I think that might be just partially one of the reasons, because right now mentally their parents are just in a different headspace, and
so are the children.
We grew up so fast, so the children are in a different headspace too. They physically look like they fucking parents, because all these motherfucking kids look grown shit. So it's just like they're more developed as their child's friend versus being that parental and authority figure.
True.
So it's becoming
sense
more
of order
of that,
structure.
right. So that sense of order and structure is not balanced necessarily. Well, it's more on the same level versus a hierarchy.
It's a peer eye to eye thing versus all right, not saying that I'm above you, but because your respect should be here for
just
me.
A few people that a couple people that I knew in school. It wasn't many, but it was a couple who had parents that were, they weren't old enough to be our parents. And my mom talked about it recently. She was like, it wasn't your generation that kind of went back into having teenage pregnancy. It was mine.
Yeah,
I'm like, a lot of people blame it on us. I'm like, but it really was your generation.
I can say that because I know a lot, and it's funny you say
that. Y'all talk
because
so much shit about us because y'all did that shit.
Teen pregnancy actually was going down for a minute, and it probably still is. I don't quote me, but it probably still is, to be honest. Let me tell you something. A lot of older people we know personally that we know, even in my family, weren't raised by their parents. They were raised by their grandparents or an auntie or an older cousin that they call auntie, sometimes an older sibling. And people joke about things like that, but things like that happen because you got people having children, and things are going on and they don't, they're not addressing things, and then it just trickles down. It's like, it gets crazy. It's a vicious ass cycle, yo. Be intentional. Be intentional.
Early, but it's raised as your sibling.
There you go. That was a big thing back in the day too. A lot of people.
I know so many older people right now who found out just a few years ago or recently that their cousin is their sister or their daughter is their mom, or their
the other way around.
It happened a lot.
Mm-hmm. What do you think that is?
Lot.
Like
shame, embarrassment,
the influx and decreasing within the generations.
Well, right now, I think is the generation is technology for one. People are just so influenced by what's going on in the culture. It's like we don't got time to fucking have kids because we trying to get what's going on.
Absolutely, we became more educated.
Kids just come by happenstance. Like, all right, I'm fucking. If I just happen to get pregnant, then okay. But that's not the intention.
Yeah.
And there's more intention on trying on contraception versus non-contraception.
Because I definitely
like you said, more education.
I definitely would.
I'm still using contraception.
I just talked about with my doctor the other day. She's like, you should have never been on birth control. I was like, I know, I ain't gonna die no more. We all right.
And at the end of the day, and that's another thing that pisses me off, because we gonna die over everything that they give us.
True.
Everything that we grew up on, they said we gonna die.
I just don't want no truth.
They said we gonna die off milk. We gonna die off eating corn. We gonna die off eating meat. We gonna die off birth control. We gonna die because we use peroxide.
If I'm taking a man-made drug and it's not meant for me,
we gonna die because we use the perm. We gonna die off it.
You gotta come up off of that a little bit. You do, especially when your body's like physically reacting to it. You should.
No, I definitely agree with that. But I'm just saying, everything nowadays we gonna die off of. Whether you feel like whether it affects you personally or not, they say everything's gonna die off of. Everything that came across my TV screen, they said I was gonna die off of. I didn't use.
Well,
God bless. I'm still here.
Not the one. I didn't use everything.
But not everything. But I'm just saying.
Mesothelioma thing, I haven't.
No. Yeah. When they said Johnson, when most of them Johnson, we grew up on Johnson.
But yeah, like I think that it's just a mixture of people became more educated, especially our age range, because we were more focused on getting, degrees and stuff like that, or like seeking out our business ventures or whatever it was to get to the next point in life without being responsible for another human being, because we understood what that brought us. Like, I know I got it completely and fully. Like, I just know that it was taught to me. Like, the second you, like my dad, and we laugh about it till this day, like, and my dad wasn't even young, like, pretty much, but he was still home because he ain't had no kids. And my great-grandmother didn't mind, but, like, pretty much, like, she was like, okay, when she got the news that my mom was pregnant, was like, oh, she said, okay, congratulations when you moving out. Like, dead ass serious, that was the same sentence.
Yeah.
Great-grandma wasn't nothing to play with, all right? You know what I'm saying? And her generation was like that because they understood when, like, at that point, yeah, you grown.
Yeah, I think every other generation.
You super
kinda,
grown.
like, got it. Like, once one generation had teen pregnancy, the next generation was like, oh, I seen the backlash that came from that and got a little bit more education and waited it out a little bit. And then the next one was just like, well, fuck it, y'all was so free, I can do what the fuck I want. So they got teen pregnancy, and then every other generation just kept flip-flopping back and forth.
Maybe the glorification of getting older and like being an adult in some generations might have had a hand in that.
True.
Because some people
I think it was a
in
big
different
hand in our
generations,
generation.
like, yeah.
I always wanted to be grown.
You gotta marry this man. You gotta marry someone. You gotta have kids. Like, you have to be this and that. You know, because
Creating a standard.
some people go through that. Like, especially like a lot of like foreign people that come here, they have that mindset.
Oh yeah,
You know?
especially with the prearranged marriages
Mhm.
in certain cultures that exist, and it's
They
like
started to
it's
say some of them
expected.
lasting longer though.
I mean, I can see how it would because you know. It makes sense when you think about just on a, like, without thinking about any statistically, because like we talked about in you know, one of our recent episodes a couple weeks back, finances and so you know, when you got people fighting about that,
is really based off of
there you go,
financial
because your dad already is a husband, and 9 times out of 10, so he gonna make sure whoever
so it's
is
not going to
getting
be an issue in that area.
there you go, he gonna have your back, girlfriend. The Fall family gonna have your
It's
back.
gonna be about a
That was a joke from Milan, y'all. Don't think I'm being
Fall
don't cancel me off of Mulan joke.
I told you I watched it.
I love Mulan.
Fall family.
But yeah, that was a very thanks for
So
that,
it is
Marcus.
a-
That was an
it's
interesting
just-
take.
That shit, the money's already there.
There you
it's
go.
gonna be about a
And your family, and they think that traditionally your family sticks to that whatever their
Right.
tradition is, culturally speaking. If they think they're an honorable family, respectable. If their dad is in good standing, the mom is a wonderful. You know what I mean? And you have a good dynamic all around, and your family look like son. They just think like, oh, you know what? We can be connected to them in
Right.
history. Let's, you know, we'll arrange this
They're not
marriage.
ghetto, they're not embarrassing.
There you go. Yeah, and
they're
they think
good for the
it's.
culture.
And to be, I'm not going to use that analogy because they gonna drag my ass through the mud, dirt.
I got
and the
dragged a
rocks.
couple weeks ago.
I just think of it as somebody doing purebred dogs. You're only gonna make the dogs who are the
Yeah, that's what I'm
who
saying.
look
though.
and
Yeah.
perform the, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
best. You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
they got money. Let's get kids with them right now.
Right now, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
they do.
Making sure that they're secure. Like, how is your what is what's their the family? Does the family have an estate? You know, things like that. These are things that they're looking for. Not saying that it's
estate.
I'm just
My
saying.
father.
Yeah, those arranged marriages be real, and then, you know, your dad got to give up a couple of. In some countries, your dad got to give up, you know, the dowry. So, you know, yeah, some goats.
I need that
Yeah,
herd.
goats.
I need that
They
herd.
might got to give up some
This
crops.
pussy.
There you go. Some silk. They give up a lot
First
of
of
stuff.
all, I'm just gonna say
Ivory.
this. No shade. If I was in the arrangement, first of all, I need to see the description. What you trading for me? Cause you going to trade top tier.
I need a blind date. The secret blind date
No,
that
I
me and him
need-
can
I
see each
need
other
to-
on and
yeah,
make
what
sure
you-
it's gonna be
I
all
need to
right.
know what you getting off this deal today. Cause what you
Couple
trading for this pussy, I need to make sure it's worth it. Cause first of all, my pussy is priceless.
So
You're
you
not just trading me, you trading everything.
so
my
you
pussy,
so
my
you
personality.
definitely need to be consulting with me and my mom.
Exactly. Like
You not about to just make this
you're
decision
not about to
because
say
you
this
know
pussy
how exactly.
This pussy got this pussy top tier. This pussy price. What's the girl say? This pussy price.
This pussy talk English, Spanish,
And
and French.
This pussy
She
violent.
said, she said, only a cow?
Only a cow.
No, bitch, I need Noah's Ark. No, bitch, this pussy need Noah's Ark. I need 2x2 of
Bring
every
in the
animal.
ark. The ants go marching 2 by 2. Hurrah, hurrah.
Bitch, I need all the animals 2x2 for this pussy. Bitch, it's not a 2.
Just promise
it's not
that
a
you'll
2
leave
for 2
rodents
on
and
coming
insects
2x2.
Just promise you'll leave rodents in
And the ark.
No one's like, we tried, but they went to the
No,
cracks.
I need Noah the ark and all the fucking animals 2x2. And a little bit of the garden to be this pussy price.
The fresh air.
Period. Not that one to eat, baby. That one to the side. Thank you.
Thick to the pants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that was we dissected that like a mug
But
though.
you dissected it because, bitch, I couldn't bring it together. So thank you.
You know what? You are so ghetto.
What?
So we might as well get
got
on
the
to
people.
it. Honestly, we could drag this all night.
All night long, all night.
Why do?
Pause. What movie that from?
Huh?
What movie that's
I
from?
wasn't listening. Wait, hold on.
All night long, all night. Bitch, it was Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element.
Oh my God! I just saw you with that fucking bun on
Yeah,
the top.
he goes like, I don't know what the fuck he was saying in that shit.
Me neither, but that's what I'm like. Get out. The way he walked through that whole movie pissed
With
me
that
off.
fucking blue.
Yes, with them
That
boots.
grease. With them boots.
I hate you. This Element is a fucking classic, by the way. So let's just ease right on into it because she pissing me the hell off, y'all.
Cheers to Fifth Element. I'm sorry, that was a classic.
Fifth Element was the shit. Is the shit. Classics never die. So, why do people lie?
Because they scared.
Which brings me back to Raquel ass. I'm sorry.
You said that. You said she lying, she fearful, she trying to stay on top.
Because the whole age estimation would make him be, in the wrong for doing that and impregnating her. Which is like, is something going to come out?
And that's
like,
really I feel like that's really the only reason why Burke went after him. Kept pressing the situation because she found out, she was his informant. Oh shit, and she was a young boy, she was underage when she did it. And I'm just like, bitch, mind your business. That was a whole R. Kelly situation. Like, he knew what it was and she fucking wanted it. Mind your business. No shade to nobody in this situation, just saying.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, because you won't come for me. All I'm saying
What
is,
the fuck y'all want? I'm gonna stand these 10 toes and these 10 fingers. bitch.
I'm riding for you, undoubtedly. All I'm saying is, I just feel like I feel what you're saying, but you're pressing too hard. Like anytime somebody tells you that your career is at stake and the captain's telling you mind your
And
fucking
she kept
business.
going. Her dad told her to sit the fuck down.
Her girlfriend told her
Her
to sit the
dad,
fuck
her
down.
girlfriend, the captain,
Yep.
and even Howard.
Howard.
On a,
Yeah.
so directly to the chill the fuck
Chill out. Even Jukebox to a certain
Yeah.
degree, because it's like she's telling you in so many words. Internal affairs
And
is
then
after
the
you.
whole Bingham family, Bingham family trying to press down on her. I'm just like, this is a whole situation. You still won't beg the fuck back. They're trying to frame a whole case against you. And you still won't beg the fuck
Just
back.
like I said on my Facebook status a couple of days ago.
Facebook. She be over there with the eyes.
Detective Burke done fucking express speedboated her way up Schitt's Creek
She did.
to Internal Affairs Island.
She did.
Ain't got no way to get back, bitch.
When that nigga
She's
got on the
stuck.
phone before he even said it, I knew he was calling IA. I knew he was calling IA.
There's no buoyancy in the ship. Abort mission. She's going down. It's going down.
Man down, cold 10.
They after her ass because I don't even know. Like, the captain is just over her. Like,
he
oh
over her
God.
bullshit.
Yeah, he really is. But
And
yeah,
Howard didn't even have to say much, so
he didn't. So, but I do wonder why people. I mean, honestly, even thinking about the show, One of Us is Lying. Every person in that show was lying about something.
And I haven't watched it, so can you give us a little background about?
It's basically a story about these high school kids who have a series of unfortunate events. They're murderous as fuck. I love it. It's great. They're not murderous. I'm just
Murderous
kidding.
as fuck.
But an unfortunate event. Some of them are. Some of them have issues, and it just goes to show, like, it's, oh my God, again, it's an elite group of individuals who have, a lot of them, majority of them, have rich parents, and they're in a situation where they're in this friend group, and you see all the pressures of high school and people figuring out their sexualities. It's just a lot of shit wrapped up into one.
13 something.
And
13.
certain people who ain't getting certain shit, from their parents, is a force to fucking be reckoned with before they even hit the streets of what we call real adult life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's given this shit is going downhill like fast.
Some people lie, and that's giving me that's leading me to the mindset of some people lie just because they can.
That too, and some
They
people
wanna
lie
see what
because
they're gonna get away with.
shit happens and it's out of their hands, and it's
Yeah.
just like
Fear
the person may
consequences.
deserve it. The person may deserve they lose their life. However, the law not going to see it that way because they don't know if you can't prove the other shit that they did or was involved in. So it looks like you just murderous as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so if I tell the truth, I might be making myself.
You jeopardizing yourself, exactly. Especially, and then other people know about it and they witnessed it and the shit happened so quick.
Again, I think there's a spectrum, but a very short one.
Yeah.
On why people lie. I think there may be a combination of somewhere between, because they maybe 10 and 20. The 20 is giving their reasons why people lie. Like I said, fear, consequences, just because you can, because some people, that whole narcissistic, egotistical mindset, those people lie just because they can. They lie to see people squirm.
Mm-hmm. But what about the people that just lie about dumb shit, yo? Like dumb shit, like not lying about something that just making them.
Me and my mom had this conversation literally.
Like literal stupid shit, like oh, I was at like
oh, where you at? Oh, I'm still on my way. I'm listening to the background. I hear you here now. Why you lie?
You know what I'm saying?
I
just heard the car door shut.
That kind of stuff is
you're dickhead.
I don't. For me, this may sound fucked up.
Dickhead shit.
No, it is true dickhead shit because I feel like stuff like that is beneath me, and I probably shouldn't say that. But like mindsets like that, I feel like are beneath me because I feel like people who lie about dumb shit like that, it's very remedial, and it's giving rudimentary. Yeah, and I feel like it's beneath me. I don't even entertain people like that. Like you're beneath me, behind me. You don't
below
be beside me. Yeah, below me.
You will never be.
You're everywhere but beside me. You're everywhere but beside me and above me.
Yeah, there you go. Period.
I don't like people that find a rush from lying. I think that's weird.
I think that's part of that. I think that's part of people who lie about dumb shit. I think that's part of that. I think people who lie about dumb shit is people who lie for a rush.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a rush for them, but it doesn't come off as it's supposed to for the people that they're lying to. It's supposed to come off as like a joke, like once it actually comes out, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
But they still get a rush from it. It's like, my nigga, that's why it's giving remedial. It's giving beneath me.
Can I ask y'all something? Would it be fair to say, like, think about, I don't even know, yo. Honestly, I might.
Because I ain't fair.
Put my life ain't. So that's statement. It's not super bad or anything, but just like think into account of like the beginning of time and now. Y'all think niggas lie way more before or now? Because if you think about it, now take into account everything: history books, the news, everything. Not trying to say I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I think niggas not lie more when Jesus was alive.
You think so? Or do you think niggas lie now more because of social media?
Like, I do not know him.
That's what I'm saying. He denied Jesus. He denied my nigga three times.
How you crossing Jesus though?
He denied my nigga 3 times.
How you crossing Jesus?
I'm really glad that y'all riding for the Savior. I love it. It's really fun.
You got Jesus in your back pocket.
I'd have beat the fuck out of Judas. I'd have killed Judas myself now.
My nigga, you was at the Last Supper.
Right.
What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. I should have got Judas' spot. I'm just saying. I prayed about this a long time ago because I don't appreciate it.
Maybe Judas should have been the one that was in the mouth of the whale and not Jonah.
Yeah.
What did Jonah do? Don't quote me because I don't know. I don't know what Jonah did to deserve that, or maybe he didn't deserve anything at all.
The big fish didn't swallow Jonah, but he should have swallowed Judas' ass.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He should have been camping out on his tongue like he was.
But Jonas was swallowed whole, which is why he didn't die. Judas should have been chewed up by all the little shark teeth.
No, it was a whale teeth, and they teeth look different. They like filters.
No, technically, it was a big fish. As the translations moved forward, they translated it into a whale, but the original version said
a big fish. It probably was, and it could have been a great white. Who knows?
We don't know when it was because we just know it wasn't.
Could have been a free willy.
I don't know though. That's a hard question. Because now it's kind of like a trend, especially with all the toxic stuff going on. It's a trend.
Cool. It's cool to lie. Yeah.
But like if we take it in all the, I feel like back then lies were very controversial because it was this stuff that we're learning about, like history and stuff like that. Like
think about the people who wrote those books, all the cat and ink and those. You took your time with a scroll and parchment, my nigga, and wrote them lies hard as fuck in calligraphy. To the world.
We lost that battle? No.
To infinity and beyond.
They don't have to know that we lost that war.
At all. We could just, let's just be fraudulent.
Yeah.
Bruh, honestly, like, I don't know. Shit. I mean, if Macbeth came out when it did and it was just like,
oh, God.
gangster as fuck. Like, Macbeth was low key gangster and shit. I don't care what nobody said. That whole fucking ordeal was crazy. But I mean, if that can happen, somebody can write about that. Imagine the shit that was really happening in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, really happening.
Gosh, no.
Shit, crimes of passion been a thing for the longest.
It is.
Helen and Troy. You have so many things. So many, ancient stories about women who have shaken the world. I'm sorry.
This bitch just shook the world today.
So why they be lying? We don't know. We think Instagram is why they be lying.
Social
They want the
media
smoke
has
and the mirrors to be hella thick.
And I agree with Marcus on that. I do think that now that time has passed, Instagram has created so many different tools within technology that people are able to hide the truth, that inevitably it has sanctioned and accustomed people to just naturally lie because they want to keep up, like you said,
they want to be important.
They want to keep up this importance, they want to keep up this facade, they want to keep up this show, this main stage that they had. But literally, once they log out, like it's a wrap. But I saw a meme today, and I was fucking hollering. I think it was on Justin LeBoy page. It said something like, "You think you out of her league until you walk into the lobby and she in the Chick-fil-A break room. I mean the Taco Bell break room."
I'm screaming.
And I fucking bust out laughing. I bust out laughing hard as shit, cause I'm just like, yo, you see it vice versa, but that's true. Like, what you see on Instagram, you don't know what's true and what's not between filters and apps and effects and all kinds of shit. People are only giving you a snapshot of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it could be the richest people in America.
They're showing you the highlights.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
Not the bad
highlights.
part.
And to be honest with you, and now that we're saying that, I can actually say the opposite. I don't do that on social media.
Yeah, right. Like every accomplishment or anything like that. Like
I might give you some, but I don't give you
every little thing.
I'm most of the stuff I post is like repost of things that I find like funny or something like that.
Or simple shit. I might post a meal I made. Like honestly, for my page, I just was thinking about that the other day. Like, you really don't be posting nothing like super crazy or personal.
I don't.
It's something motivational. It's a picture of me, of course, because you like me. It's my pod. What else?
Because you like me. She's the one out of the two of us that y'all like, because I know it ain't me.
Some other shit, of course, but
it's either like an accomplishment and then like it may be like this is me
casual.
This is me right now, but I'm not making sure that I'm renting out cars to put out an image or something.
I legit
like everywhere I'm at, y'all do not know. Exactly, like everywhere I'm at, y'all do not know.
Yeah, right.
Like, cause y'all don't need to.
I'm
it's none of
posting
y'all
after
fucking
the fact.
business.
Yeah.
It's not my business to know everywhere that y'all are at.
But however, here we are.
Here we are.
In your living room. The location is small. But yeah, bitch, this has been a good one, yo. We really broke that shit down today, bitch. I like
Break
that.
it down. In my Chris Brown voice.
Stuck ghetto.
First of all, you gotta get an all motherfucking episode. You will not.
I'm not. I ain't saying that.
No.
I ain't saying that. You want to introduce the boss of the week, bitch?
What was it?
It's right in the note. We picked them simultaneously. I'll just introduce because I'm right here. So we got Lipstick Misfits. Lipstick, capital X, Misfits, LIPSTICK, Lipstick Misfits. So we gonna go. She got everything you need, girlfriend. Let me go on her Instagram real fast. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go on Instagram. I'm gonna go to her Instagram.
You got it?
Yes, I'm trying to get it. It's letting me. So,
lipstick.
First of all, not you searching.
Lipstick.
This got real ghetto.
It did.
Oh, here it is. For whatever reason, T-Mobile plan.
Yeah, I don't know why she wasn't popping up at first. Because I'm like, yeah.
So she has, I guess, clothing. Not guessing. Yes, I'm sure. Clothing. A lot of cute, colorful pieces that I'm seeing here. I like this green. Yes, come on for the side view. Come on. Yes, a lot of different colors. Go hit her up. So she's got some pieces. She's got some new arrivals. You can shop online with her. It's an online boutique. You can shop online and in store too. Okay.
Yeah,
So she's on Emerald Way in Bowie, Maryland.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, boo. You're not too far down the road.
Right.
She got them pieces. She got them pieces, y'all. Go and make a hit with Lipstick Misfits. I like this sweater. This is different. This is something
I love
wear.
a good girl who
That's definitely me. Ooh, I like that.
I love somebody who gets into the boutique lane and likes to pull from the things that, our culture likes to wear.
Absolutely.
In addition to the different pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Lipstick Misfits. That is Lipstick X Misfits on Instagram, all one word. And she's definitely in Bowie, Maryland, like I said.
And she has her own website.
Yeah, she's in our backyard. The website is, you want to read it on?
Follows her. Yeah, my sister follows her. So yeah, she has a website. The website is lipstickxmisfits lipstickxmisfits.com.
Yeah.
You can find that right in her bio. She is open Sunday through Monday, 11 to 4, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7. Go check her out and get y'all pieces. And that's our boss of the week this week.
Shout out to you, sis.
Shout out to you, sis.
Hey.
Let's go with the pieces. And once again, this is To Each His Own production. And I am one of your lovely hosts, Ana.
I'm the other one, Miss Lomax.
And together we are
To Each His Own. See you next week. Bye.